The sharp decrease on COVID-19 cases from 58% in the month of June to 9% in August, and the sharp decrease in COVID-19 fatalities from 51% in June to 11% in the month of August is a good case for us to fully re-engage the government machinery to implement government priorities. We feel this is also the right time for national government to consider moving us to alert level 1 with the sole purpose of fully reviving the domestic economy. As this month of September is dedicated to promote tourism in our national calendar, for us tourism is a niche sector that we intended to use as a launching pad for our economic recovery. For tourism to benefit our province, and inject growth to our economy, we have to work together as the people of this province in positioning the Eastern Cape, ensuring that our visitors get the best experience so that we can attract more business, supporting events and people for leisure travel. We are focusing on regaining and sustaining our market share by marketing and promoting Eastern Cape offerings that will attract people into our province. Before COVID-19, we targeted to attract about 3 million visitors by 2025, increasing from 4.3 million by 2030. Our domestic tourism baseline was 1.9 million tourists, and to achieve the set target of 3 million, that means growing by 200,000 tourists per annum, a vision that remains a priority for the sector. The tourism kufuneka siyisimplify. Ayikho into ekuthiwa yi-provincial tourism. Subona sinento ekuthiwa yi-Eastern Cape Parks and Tourism. Tourism products are in the municipalities. Tourism is about marketing cities. It's about marketing municipalities, about marketing province, about marketing the country. In that value chain or in that ecosystem, if there's something that is lacking, no matter how hard we are working at an Eastern Cape Parks and Tourism, if municipalities are missing in the equation, there can't be a tourism. People, when they leave London, they come to East London. Yes, East London is in South Africa, it is in the Eastern Cape, but they must arrive there having the Buffalo City municipality ready, clear on what it offers, those kind of tourist products that are actually existing there. But again, Teta again, former MEC yakwa tourism. A similar case exists for international tourists. Before COVID-19, we had a baseline of 400,000 visitors per annum, and we were planning to increase this by 100,000 visitors per annum as per our agreement with South African tourism agents. But due to COVID-19 pandemic, we have not received international visitors since the start of the national lockdown. Our focus is then to ensure that once international travel is allowed again, we implement our sector recovery plans to reach the set targets through collaboration with social partners. Today, we want to announce that the Executive Council has approved the Provincial Tourism Strategy for the period 2020-2025 that will be implemented to contribute towards the attainment of 5% economic growth we want to reach by 2030. We have also approved a new brand positioning for our province, which is Eastern Cape, yours to explore, together with a new destination logo that connects us to the national brand identity. The new brand squarely places our province in the same zone as other local destinations that have long aligned themselves with the national tourism brand identity. Our tourism strategy is premised on making the Eastern Cape a premier African destination that connects people to authentic experiences unique to our province. This is what we are promoting now that the tourism sector has been allowed to trade. Now that we are in spring, our target is to promote domestic traveling, as it is the only component of the tourism sector that is allowed at the present moment. This gives the people of our province and this country an opportunity to travel locally and enjoy our short-lived experiences. I know many people frequent Hawksback, our venue for the launch of our Tourism Month program. We encourage our people to book their trips now before tourism establishments are fully booked for the festive season. Surely there is going to be a huge rush for families to travel after people spent more than 5 months locked in their homes during the national lockdown. The sooner people book their trips, and the better, or else those who snooze will definitely lose. Local traveling puts bread on the table for the families of people who work in our hospitality and tourism facilities, while our tourism products offer value for money experiences for tourism. We encourage local travelers to change their normal ways of sleeping at friends' house for being accommodated by families and explore the beauty of our province by booking into B&Bs, hotels, and guest houses. Our enterprising entrepreneurs are there to give you an authentic experience. We want to assure our local travelers that we are reopening the tourism sector under the strict health and safety precautions in the light of the COVID-19 virus. All our tourism products owners are privy to the health protocols they must follow to protect themselves and their guests. We remain committed to support the tourism sector to prosper on two fronts. The first one has been on facilitating access to the 200 million COVID-19 Tourism Relief Fund for local operators that has benefited 457 tourism enterprises that were affected by the national lockdown in our province. This has given the enterprises a major boost ahead of the opening of the sector to trade and serve domestic travelers. An additional 182 Eastern Cape registered tour guides and freelance guides without job security qualified to date for the 30 million tour guide relief fund. Secondly, we continue to advance development of tourism in rural areas through investment support into facilities, services, and programs to benefit local people. Part of the development we are putting into place includes massive infrastructure upgrades such as roads, water, and networks, connectivity, and electricity to ensure that our guests enjoy their stay in our province. There are 4 major tourist infrastructure projects that are planned for the province for the near future. Some of them are at design and feasibility stages. These are the 190 million investment into the construction of a new state-of-the-art lodge and villas at the Mkambati Nature Reserve through a partnership between Mkambati Land Trust, private investor, Colin Ben, and the Mkambati Matters, and the Eastern Cape government through the Eastern Cape Parks and Tourism. This investment brings the local villagers into the mainstream of the tourism economy through ownership, creating opportunities for local business during the construction phase and providing jobs for the locals. The second one is the 42 million investment opportunity for a private sector at the proposed new guest houses that will cater for both conferencing and leisure at the Cape Morgan Nature Reserve. The third one is the 300 million proposed Port St. John's cable car in the same form of the one that operates in Table Mountain for sightseeing that will attract more tourists. The fourth one relates to the 21 million 6-day hiking trail and infrastructure development project at selected beaches in Bizana local municipality, Port St. John's, Nyandeni, as well as in Lambe local municipality. In addition to this, there is a 57 million Pavians Kloof World Heritage Site Interpretive Center project that is planned in Willowmore. Easing of the restriction in alert level 2 have also enabled resumption of construction in our infrastructure roads network by Sandra, particularly 2 bridges of Mtentu and Msikawa, as they will change the tourism landscape of Pondoland. I've visited that bridge, Msikawa. I've seen the wonder. I think the more is yet to come. We just need to get that project done, that N2 highway, it must be concluded, and it will not only change the economic outlook of our province, but it's going to boost the economic spin-offs in the area of Pondoland, but also it is going to tame the wild coast. The wild coast must be tamed for the development of our people. It can be that people can really coexist, people can ensure the sustainable development in areas where they are, and we don't actually exploit such kind of opportunities. I'm happy that the also collapse project of Mtendu, those two bridges, they join the one that is in Tsitsikama to be the third largest bridges in Africa as a continent. They on their own are tourist attraction. If you go there, it's something that is special, what is happening there. I visited the site. The Mtendu one is bigger than the Msikaba, but what I've seen in Msikaba was a special moment on my visit there about 2 weeks ago. These are major infrastructure projects that will transform the tourism landscape in our province and create sustainable jobs for people who reside in the rural communities. They will also augment the phenomenal work that is being done in the waterfront of Buffalo City and Nelson Mandela Metro, and position our province as a one-stop tourism destination where people can experience our unspoiled coastline, adventure sites, natural wonders, and learn about the heritage and culture of our people. Indeed, the Eastern Cape is yours to explore.